But you have to have confidence, right? Would you say confidence is like the biggest thing to kind of get your attention?
Yes. It's one
So
of the biggest things to get my attention. Confident. You have to sound confident. Don't complain about me not replying. Don't complain. I don't like when guys complain because it makes them seem a little, I don't like complainers, especially like, oh, now you want to get back to me? Oh, or question mark 3 times. Like, there's a reason why I'm not messaging you back. Maybe rewind, start back up, maybe.
Talk to me about that. Tell me about like the time frame when you hit up someone, right? You guys are having a conversation and you disappear, you don't talk to them, or you get busy. We get busy and stuff, right? So do you have people doing the question marks, or like, where'd you go? What's up? What's up? You tipsy? What you doing?
No.
Your hair looks good. No,
Thank
so like
you.
When someone reaches out to you, right? Say someone texted you, you don't respond for a little bit. What happens at that point? That gives them like, oh, you know what? I should reach back out to him. Or what sets them apart?
Sets them apart if they don't complain about me not reaching back out and then kind of talking again. Like,
so patience is a virtue.
Patience. They have to be patient. They have to be patient, secure. They have to have like a straight, like that. Like, they gotta know what they want. And let's say I make it simple. You send me a text message. Hey, good morning. I don't reply, and your next text should be like, hey, G, I hope you had a good day. I want to hear back from you. Or but don't send me a text question mark and be like, oh, your fingers are broken. Oh, you can't reply. Like, that attitude doesn't do well with me. Like, I don't like that. Man has to be a gentleman always, regardless of what the woman is doing. Let women do whatever they want because they don't know what
that's
they want.
That's a good tip. Triple G, that's a good tip. You gotta always gotta be a gentleman.
What they want. Just let people be all over the place. You stay in place. So men as a man should stay in place and not be all over the place. If the other person is over, the same thing for women. Like, is it women or woman that I gotta say?
Women. Say it with me one more time.
Women.
There you go. Yeah,
women. So yeah, like, same thing. Like, same thing goes either way. Like, people just be you, do you, and don't worry about what the other person is doing. Worry about what you're doing. Make a difference that way. That's the way I go. Like,
that's a good public announcement. That's a public speech right there. Go ahead, tell them, Triple G. So what's the step, right? So if someone hits your DMs, how do they get to the next level to get your number? How do they ask? Is it too thirsty if you ask right away? Do you have to build a connection? Because it goes in stages, right? You slide in the DMs. Right now, people have more time. Then you go to texting. You give a number. Then you go to texting.
Pretty much, for me, listen.
What's up?
DM me.
Tell me. Tell the world.
For me, you can DM me, say something about my story. Or you can DM me about whatever, like, kind of have some kind of connection. Try to have a connection. Say something that means something. Don't just be like, hey, because you're not saying anything, it's like, But then the next will be, let's FaceTime. Can I have let's FaceTime? It has to be that, because
you go straight to FaceTiming. You're comfortable with that. I like that. I like that.
Why texting when you can FaceTime? You have the time.
I love that approach, because I think you get to fuck the bullshit, right? You get to connect with someone, and if you guys aren't compatible, you can move on to the next one. Boom, peace. Block and delete the number, right?
Or just put it on the friend zone, or decide what you really
exactly.
Want to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. You just have to, like, get to know the person. Like, a lot of the times you think you like somebody physically, and then you get to know them as a person, and then you have a choice. You either, like, I like the friendship. I don't want to mess it up with a relationship or sex or something, and then then you don't have either. Then sometimes you have to build a little bit stronger, a little bit better than just go ahead and, like, get to know somebody. Like, hey, DM, FaceTime, whatever, and then just, like, have sex, and then, it gets weird. I mean, I'm grown up. I don't make it weird, but, like, a lot of people do. Like, if you don't want to, like...
You had some Klingons? You had some stage 5 clingers? Is that what you're saying? People fucking, and then they just said...
I can't hear you.
Stage 5 clingers?
Sorry. You said something?
No, to follow up, in your opinion, do you think relationships completely have changed and evolved for the better? Because like people have the time, they can't go out and take a girl out. They really have to spend the time, or a guy, they can't get to. You really have to spend time to get to know the person. Do you think that's gotten better? In my opinion, I think it's. What's your opinion? I'm curious.
I think I do think it's better. People having people are having a better connection, like a tighter connection, like more of a conversational instead of just like, because now you can't really go places. So the only thing you can do is either spend time together if you're okay with like quarantine, like with the whole thing going on, and or you have more time in your hands and you just text more, talk more. I think it's a little bit better now because people are connecting more than before. There is more of a connection there through any kind of way, freaking FaceTime, text, or getting together.
Yeah, I agree, because I think to your point, right? People in the past, they get quickly, hey, let's go grab a drink. Let's go get alcohol leads to something else. You're really not compatible with that person. You might smash that, and then you have those stage 5 clingers, right? Now,
what did you say? Smash? Wow, yeah. That's a new word. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know what smash means? What smash mean? You know what? Take a guess.
Smashing potatoes. I smash potatoes.
Smash. This doesn't have to be perfect yet. We're just starting.
It might change, but I guess I did smash somebody, but I guess I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, Triple G. All right, so since we've been quarantining for like 3 months now, has anyone been able to move past the stages of just sliding in those DMs, get your number, FaceTime, and get to hang out with you? Have you gone over there? Have they come over to your place? Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, tell us about how his approach was and how he was successful in getting over to your house. And then I have another follow-up question, because I am curious as a guy what the steps is. So tell me.
Okay. Wait, what was the question? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Well, I'll tell you one story.
So there's multiple stories. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
All right.
No, I'll tell you one story.
Tell me one story. Go ahead.
One story. There was this guy who actually DM'd me multiple times last year, about a year ago. And I just, for some reason, I liked his message, or I would be like saying something back, like a little, but nothing. I didn't really create a connection with that person. Recently, like in quarantine time, in the past few weeks, I actually replied, and then I DM'd him. And
wait, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm curious. So you went back to your DMs and reached back out to him?
Yeah, I saw something in the story. Okay. So something in the story. So the story was interesting. I was like, I said something about the story. Then I noticed that the profile picture was an interesting picture. And then I was like, I want to see that picture. So I went to the profile. I saw some pictures, gave a few likes. That was spark it up in there. So.
Oh, so you had a plan. You knew what you wanted. You're the type of girl that knows what she wants, and you go get it.
And I'm the type of girl, like, if I know I'm interested in something, I go for it. I don't sit there like, nah. I'm not shy in that way. I'm very expressive, communicative. I say what I need to say. Like, I'm not sitting there waiting for somebody to, nah. But, slightly, like, nothing like crazy either.
All right, so okay,
all right, the story.